Totem Pole Nation, Life Lessons Podcast. Coach Troy Taylor, a.k.a. Jimbo Fisher, a.k.a. Route 10 Coach, a.k.a. Captain Chaos, here with the man from Seall, the man from Soul with Soul, MK. I got to get a chant of MK, MK, MK all day, MK all day. That's just like four of my players chanting Totem Pole, and we recorded it. That's how high tech we are. Crystal Ball Paul.
Yeah.
The topic today: lie in our graves. You woke up this morning and you weren't just going to lie in your grave. What were you going to do?
I was going to attempt to run 2 miles because I'm getting tired of all this walking stuff. I had to revert back to my roots. And I have to say that although there's a lot of work to do, I accomplished the task. And I mean, I did it without injury, without...
Amazing. All right, so today, this is Friday. We've started a tradition on Fridays. We share some songs, and we break some rules and some copyrights. And as y'all know that have followed the show, we like Dave Matthews Band. So here we go. Lambo, are you on here? Lambo, are you on here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Here we go. Now, this is a long song. I'm going to break it down in maybe 2 parts. All right, so here we go. Think about what this means. Lie in our graves. Listen to the words. The words have meaning. I mean, Dave Matthews Band, he's like Shakespeare. I mean, he's like a psychologist. I mean, look at that graphic. That looks like a dream or something. Check it out, y'all.
Oh, when I step into the light, my arms are open wide. Oh, when I step into the light, my eyes searching wildly. Would you not like to be sitting on top of the world with your legs hanging free? Yeah, would you not like to be okay, okay, okay? When I'm walking by the water, split a splash, me and you taking a bath. Oh, when I'm walking by the water, come up through my toes to my ankles, to my head, to my soul, I'm blown away.
All right, the first part of the song, Paul, what does it mean to you?
What it means to me is he's just out enjoying life, just taking it as it comes. But he's about to step into a world of 2 worlds, meaning lying in his grave and lying in his grave.
I've read some things into this and what other people's interpretations are. And one of the interpretations is, and that's what's so great about art, is that the artist doesn't tell you what you see. It's up to you to determine, because what's inside of you is probably what you're going to see. One of the interpretations is that it's about a baby being born. Have you ever thought of that, Paul?
No.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning.
Oh, when I step into the light, my arms are open wide. Oh, when I step into the light, my eyes searching wildly. Would you not like to
Nothing to
be
be.
sitting on top of the world with your legs hanging free? Yeah, would you not like to be okay, okay, okay? When I'm walking by the water, splish splash, me and you taking a bath, yeah. Oh, when I'm walking by the water, come up through my toes to my ankles, to my head, to my soul, I'm blown away.
Is it a baby being born? Is it coming to consciousness?
Oh, yeah.
It could. I guess it could mean a lot of different things. Man,
Right.
what a song! What you got? Anything you want to add to that? Have you ever heard of that? The baby
No,
being born
I've
in
heard
the
that.
state of
That
consciousness.
changed my whole perspective on listening to that just now.
Yeah, there's multiple perspectives. I mean, yeah. There's a long musical interlude in this song, and then they do something that Pink Floyd used to do. Is they just record the band talking. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Look, that album, that'll help.
All right, now here it comes. It's a long musical interlude. These guys are a jam band. I mean, they are whatever they want to be, band. They're the Grateful Dead. They're Fifth. They're Dave Matthews. They're the Goats. The Goats aren't made overnight. This is a 5-minute and 42-second song. Here we go.
I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, wondering if we...
I'm gonna run it back.
And I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, wondering if we had spent our living days. Well, I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, dreaming of things that we might have been. Would you not like to be? I can't believe that you are not like to be. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Man, I can't believe that we would lie in our graves. Paul,
Yeah.
wondering about what we might have been. What an awesome song, man. What are you feeling from that lie in our graves? What is the life lesson you take from that?
Before you lie in your grave, I just take, I mean, One day you're gonna get there. I mean, and there's a start, like you said, like that first part you came to the world as a baby, but and you're gonna lie in there one day, but that dash that's on your tombstone, that's the part that you control.
Mm.
So what are you gonna do during that dash on your tombstone?
The dash. Joe Taylor used to talk about that. Discipline, attitude, sacrifice, and habits. Discipline, attitude, sacrifice, and habits. That's what makes up your dash. And that is a pattern. We've been talking about patterns. Is this the Penn State coach?
Who?
Yes. Yes, this is the Penn State coach, James Franklin. And I'm Joe Paterno. And we're real happy to be here today. And we would lie in our graves. Man, yesterday, Paul, I watched the Cool Clinic. The coaches of the offensive line, the Mushroom Society, and it had to be the best offensive line clinic I've ever seen. Having Jim McNally, and then after Jim McNally, you had two defensive coaches, Spags and Joe Cullen, both coached for the Chiefs, D-line coach, defensive coordinator. Joe Cullen used to be the defensive line coach for the Richmond Spiders. I used to go watch him coach when I was a kid. And then it was, I think, Dante Scarnecchia, or maybe before Dante Scarnecchia was Andy Reid. Yeah. And then it was Jeff Stoutland, offensive line coach from the Eagles, and then the O-line coach from the Texans. Man, what a group. And they all gave their respect to the one and only Coach Jim McNally. And my claim to fame is getting Coach Jim McNally on Twitter. I taught an 80-year-old man to get on Twitter. It took me 2 hours to teach him how to change his name from Jim McNally 5738543225 to Coach McNally OL, and change 2 profile pictures, and the world has never been the same.
What about? What about? Wait a minute. What's the guy's name from Virginia Tech?
The head coach?
No, the recruiting guy.
J.C. Price?
Retired.
Oh, Jim Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday too.
For what?
I guess I'm like a spider. I'm just weaving the web. Weaving the web. Explain to the fans out there. We have 50 people watching us, Paul, about weaving the web. What you learned in that class at William and Mary.
Well, yeah, it was a very easy lesson to remember, but it has such a great impact on all walks of life, because whenever you start somewhere, whether it's at Dunkin' Donuts or high up the ladder and you work on Wall Street or where have you, it could be, your first day of high school football. You start and live on the outside of a spider web. Imagine a spider web. You're on the outside of it. But in the center of the spider web, there's an open little circle. And that open circle in the center where the spider sits, waiting, is connected to every single part of that web. Every part of that web flows right to that little center circle. So when you arrive at your place of business, your place of duty, your place of scholastic opportunity, the closer you can get to that center circle, the more influential you are to the others around you. And if you ever make it to the center, you don't have to be the boss. You don't have to be the captain of the football team, basketball team, lacrosse team, golf team. Make it to the center of the circle in your network. You are the go-to person.
Let me. I was just, Dante Scarnecchia gave probably one of the best offensive line clinics I've ever heard. And I know Lambo knows who Dante Scarnecchia is. How to be a better game day coach. Man, he said he's never seen a book. He's never heard a lecture about it. The dude spent months getting ready for this. And he gave an 1.5-hour lecture. But he said, somebody said, what's the one coaching point you'd give? He said, if you can create mental pictures in your players' minds, if you can create mental pictures in your players' minds, you will be able to teach and they will be able to learn. And I was just visualizing in my mind as you were speaking, a spider weaving his web. And a spider, when they weave their web, I could be totally wrong, but the spider starts off in the middle. And each spider, when they weave their web, really what they're doing is they're connecting dots. And all the dots are around them, and they're connecting everything. So since they started in the middle and they were able to connect so many different dots around them, now all the dots are connected to them.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul.
Well, they first of all, they got to start on the outside. So there are two attachment areas. Like they come from a tree and they swing over to something else to attach to. Then they start running up and down that line and moving from the center out, center out, center out, center out.
I think this is something I'm going to study because I started studying patterns, Lambo. And is there a pattern of all patterns? And do things that don't even follow a pattern, do they follow a pattern? And I found yes, because math, Lambo, is not two-dimensional. Math is three-dimensional. There's no such thing as two-dimensional things. So Lambo, lie in our graves. You missed the song. Paul, would you like to summarize the song for Lambo and get his take on it?
Well, first of all, his take, just like we learned and I learned, could be many different things because it's just the way you interpret the song. Again, but my interpretation is you have someone being born or coming, like you said, coming into conscious. You look at a lot of ways, but then the end part, lie in your grave. I think it's a little bit of a play on words. Like it's one day you're gonna lie in your grave. It's, what did you do between the day you were born and the day you died? But are you taking lies to the grave? Meaning, are you lying about who you were or who you are? Yeah. That's the way. When I hear that song, because I've heard it a million times, and I'm gonna hear it a million times.
Lambo, what are you thinking? What are you feeling right now? Life Lessons Podcast, lie in our graves.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's what you do for others. Meaning the good, all the good or bad, will go with you to the grave. All good or bad. And God sees everything that you do, bad or ugly. God doesn't like ugly, so whatever you did, one, you got time to, you know, obviously redo your marks and stuff like that. But two, if you don't show forgiveness, then what comes to light will come. What comes in the dark will go to light.
Is Tupac in heaven? Well, Takole, I've done my research on Tupac. And Tupac, his real name wasn't Tupac. It was LaShawn Crooks. And I'm not smart enough to determine where Tupac is. Okay. I don't think anybody knows where he is. But you can study people's lives. And the one thing I take from Tupac Shakur was he was from nowhere and he was from everywhere. His parents were Panthers. His mom was the lawyer that represented the 21 Panthers that had life in prison. And he was from New York. He was from Baltimore. He was from San Francisco. He moved around. And this was the one thing, Paul, that I know you can do. And Lambo, too. They said Tupac, wherever he was and whoever he was around, was he a master manipulator or was he just able to relate to people? But he would start using the same words as the people around him. He would start dressing like them. He would start acting like them. He was like a chameleon. Paul, is that a skill to have, to be able to blend in, to be able to fit in?
110%. Goes back to your spider. And you can't get to the middle of the spider web unless you're a chameleon. You got to be a jack of all personalities, a master of none. You got to know how to work a room. And you got to know how to just like Jimmy Johnson used to say this. I don't treat everyone. We're a team, but I treat everyone as an individual. Because that means he really got into each and every player and their personality to get the best out of them. You got to do that too, to get to people and to get to the center of the spider web. You have to do it. I mean, because if you just use your personality, again, it goes back to team. You're just the I person. You're just one person. You're an army of one. But to be on the team and to be the person the team goes to, you have to be a chameleon. You have to be able to walk into different situations, different environments, give different types of speeches depending on who the audience is. Takes a lot of practice. And most people, it's coming out of their shell too, because most people are just comfortable with themselves. Because the first person you see in the mirror is you. So,
Tukakle says he was greatness, and then we don't see music artists like that anymore. Ultra individuals. I mean, if you study Tupac from when he was 17 years old and he did his first interview to the point, that he died after the Mike Tyson fight, who was he? Was he an individual or was he what they paid him to be? Greatness, yes. But to say that there's no one like him today, I mean, Kendrick Lamar, I think that to truly be an ultra individual, you got to know your good and your bad. You got to know your light and your shadow. So, do we have any ultra individuals like that today? Lambo. I mean, Kendrick Lamar, who would you say Tukakle here says we don't see music artists like that anymore, ultra individuals? I mean, Dave Matthews is. Kanye West.
You put Kanye. You could put J. Cole. I mean, J. Cole don't really need no features either. When it comes to songs, if you go back to his previous older albums, he didn't really need no features either. If you're talking music, um, these guys are just different. Every rapper has a different story. Kanye West has a different story from Chicago. Grew up, with Jay Z and whatnot. But he's a businessman, so everybody has different stories. Everybody has different
Yeah.
opinions when it comes to music. I mean, the rap music back then is better than what it is now because it's all about pushing the product out there, but there's more quantity over quality. So that's why the music isn't as good as always. That's why 90s hip hop and R&B is better. 2000s R&B and hip hop, and you can go to 2010 to like 2014. R&B and hip hop was great. So it's this young generation just don't understand. They never gonna understand because they listen to that whack rap music talking about some Pooh
Yeah, man.
Shiesty, Playboy Cardi.
But
Like that's not no real music. Rap music
yeah,
and
but
R&B that's real stuff. That's the real story. It had more
yeah, but
heart and soul to it.
I mean, dude, this song has been played over and over and over. And one generation always says the next generation this and that. It ain't no good. But dude, this music that resonates with people is music that comes from your heart. Paul, is there a song in particular that you would like to play? Or what are you thinking right now since we're on this music thing? And, what do
Uh,
you think?
you know what I'm feeling right now?
Yeah.
It's an all-time classic, and not one word is said in the song.
Oh, yeah?
Can you name that song?
There's not one word said in it?
Nope, but it is a classic. That's what I play when I just don't want to hear no one talking, and I'm either like running or going on a long drive. You got to try it sometime.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's good about music without words is that you put your own words to the music. You don't have to listen to someone else's words.
Yeah.
No,
And-
well, it's that, but also instrumental music. You hear the instruments, the bass,
No. Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that
That's
as well.
that's what I like. It's if you watch the video, it's the guy on the guitar, the bass, and then the guy on the piano, then the guy on the drums. They all get their little moments in there, and it's kind of like the whole Dave talking and stuff, and the Pink Floyd reference you made. But try Jessica one day. Jessica.
Jessica,
Jessica.
here you go. People listen to I Ain't Mad at You. It's magic. It's poetry. It grabs your soul. Who is he talking about in the I Ain't Mad at You? Because it's really three characters. I Ain't Mad at You. The one is the dude that changed. He made his life better. The second
That's
one
the name
is
of
the
the song,
girl. And
right?
then the third,
And
huh?
is that the name of the song? I'm not. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you, yeah. And then the third one is he's talking about himself. He's talking about how he switched up. I moved up out of the hood, so I ain't real now. Yeah, instrumental music is a different debate. Yes, I agree. So Jessica, and who performs the Allman Brothers?
That's correct, sir.
Oh, I love the Allman Brothers. Man,
That's a
I
good
love
song right there.
the brothers. I got to meet some of the members of the Allman Brothers when I was younger than Lambo. When I was a young whippersnapper. I thought I knew it all. I thought I had it figured out.
You were lucky then.
Coach Taylor wanted to be a head coach at 25 years old.
He did?
Ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't like the pageantry. So
What's up, Chance? Thank you for subscribing. That's a great song. Man, that's a great song. I love this song. And it's by members of the Allman Brothers when they became Government Mule, but it's also an Allman Brothers song. Man, this is a good one right here, man.
what?
This is a good one right here, man.
Which one?
Soul Shine. Will Williams, what's up? I got to fast forward, man.
The guys you when you can't find the light, the guide you through a cloudy day. When the stars ain't shining bright, it feels like you lost your way. When the candle lights of home burn so very far away, yeah, you got to let your soul shine. Just like my daddy used to say soul shine. It's better than sunshine. It's better than moonshine. It's damn sure better than rain. Well, now people don't mind. We all feel this way sometimes. Got to let your soul shine. Shine till the break of day.
Paul, are you familiar with Government Mule and Soul Shine?
First time I ever heard it in my life.
Lambo, are you familiar with Soul Shine? All right, I gotta mute your mic, Paul, because you got a lot of feedback.
First time.
Let me tell you this. I grew up thinking that I had it made. Gonna make it on my own. Life can take the strongest man, make him feel so alone. Now and then I feel a cold wind blowing through my aching bones. I think back to what my daddy said. He said, boy, in the darkness just before dawn, let your soul shine. It's better than sunshine. I know it's better than moonshine. Damn sure better than rain. People now don't you mind. We all get this way sometimes. You gotta let your soul shine. Shine till the break of day. Sometimes a man can feel this emptiness, like a woman has robbed him of his very soul. Well, a woman too, God knows, she can feel like this.
wrong. That's what I'm telling you. Man, Soul Shine, Lambo. What do you think about Soul Shine? Is it better than sunshine? Is it better than moonshine? And it's definitely better than rain. Brandon Toms, we're playing Government Mule. Lambo.
It's better than everything. It's better than moonshine, sunlight. It's better than everything.
Man, the wisdom that has come out of you. Coach Bald called me last night, Lambo, and you got a lot of feedback, Paul. Coach Bald called me last night and said, it feels like Lambo. He said, it feels like I'm watching Lambo grow up in front of my own very eyes. Paul, do you feel the same way? Do you feel like you're seeing the evolution of Lambo right in front of your own very eyes?
Well, I mean, I've only known him a short time, but I mean, he's a Renaissance man, dude. He has. You know what? I was not even close to that wise when I was 25. Not even close. All I wanted to do was hoop, shoot ball, and play game. I mean, that's it. I didn't do anything intellectual for a while.
Man, what's up, fellas? Brandon Toms, Lambo. How did you get this wise at such a young age? Where does it come from?
Don't be around dumbass people.
Man.
Because everybody thinks they're smart when they're not. Even when it comes to managers at work, everybody thinks they're smart because they're a manager, but they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wait. So I gotta go there. Are you working today?
You didn't go there yesterday, so you won't see me today.
I didn't go yet. I rode by there yesterday, but I wasn't there at 10. You took my parking space, but I rode by there. I saw your car.
No. Yeah, no, sir. No. Managers parked there and crew members are parked there. Nobody took your parking spot. It doesn't have your name on it. It doesn't say the man from Soul.
The man from Soul.
Yeah, but you don't want your customers to be just have the front row vacant so they can go in and have a nice piece of chicken and toast.
Front rows. There's 5 more rows in the front row. There's 5 more parking spots.
You have the best parking space in that parking lot.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Are you saying that true leader would park in the back? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not parking in the back when we open at 7 a.m. I'm not doing all that walking.
I guess. I mean, they don't have any rules there. So I don't know. I just think it's funny because every time I go down Route 1, I just see his car and I go, there's Lambo. He's there.
Lambo, I'm proud of you. I've known you over a year. And what is it about Raising Cane's? The organization.
Oh, yes. Good question. Because I wanted to ask Lambo that. Like, I want his true, honest assessment of Cane's, the other place, and Royal Farms. Zaxby's. What is it about Raising Cane's? Yeah, that's the question. What is it about Raising Cane's?
Zaxby's is trash. The customer service is trash. They got a bunch of little kids that work there as well. When it comes to Cane's, you get great customer service. You get hot, fresh food. You get that good cane sauce, and we have better drinks. Royal Farms is good, is okay, but I mean, who's gonna? I mean, Royal Farms is normally put up in gas stations. What the ones I've seen, the one I went to Maryland and I think the one in New Jersey. So I mean, Royal Farms is okay, but I mean, is anybody gonna pull up to the gas station at 4 a.m. in Royal Farms and get some chicken? While you can get at certain Raising Cane's locations, they open till 2 a.m. So depending on the location and state and whatnot, but Raising Cane's is better food. Everybody loves the cane sauce. The cane sauce kicks for whatever you drink and stuff like that. And then you know, Raising Cane's, they care about you. See, we make the food with love. That's why we call it one love.
Do you
We make the
remember
food
Mr.
with love.
Rollback? Do you remember Mr. Rollback, Lambo, from Walmart?
What, the rollback prices at
Yeah, there
Walmart?
was a guy. There was a guy they called Mr. Rollback, and
I
he
don't know the
actually
guy.
worked at the Walmart on Whole Street. He's a black guy, and he was from Amelia. And dude, he got so popular that he started becoming more popular than Walmart, and they got rid of him. The dude was a national spokesman for Walmart. Do you remember this? Do you remember this, Paul?
I don't.
You don't remember Mr. Rollback? Mr. Rollback
No.
got so popular. He's from where we're from. Now he's got a YouTube channel and he covers sports. But dude, I could see you being the face of Raising Cane's, Lambo. Just like Mr.
No,
Rollback
no,
was the face
no,
of Walmart. Oh, you'll do it for a
nah.
bag. You'll do it for a
The face
bag.
of it. See, the problem with that is, number one, um, at Raising Cane's, they love to kiss ass, and I'm about going to kiss ass. I'm about to suck them off to get no promotion. I need to hurry up and give me my promotion. Number two, you can't be yourself. You have to, you know, kind of cheat your way and act fake, and I have to be myself. So now, if I'm not able to be myself, then I won't be the spokesperson for Raising Cane's.
Yeah, but you're basically acting like you're basically their employee. So they have a code of conduct. They have a way that they want y'all to dress and act. It's a system. It's a pattern. And you're saying that you could not be the face of that pattern.
Probably not, because everybody wants to lie to you and tell you how good things are, but nobody wants to tell you the truth. Nobody wants to communicate.
Hmm. Well, I guess that's life. Man, it's good seeing my friend, your friend, our friend, Brandon Tom. Now, Paul, Lambo says he could not be the face of Raising Cane's because they're fake. And he said
Who's
that
fake?
Raising Cane's, that you have to act a certain way. I
He
told
just
him,
said they made. He just made. He said they made food with love. Now he's saying they're fake.
The people that I work with,
Oh, your specific
oh,
store.
this is bigger. This is bigger than one store, man. I'm talking about you being the brand
everybody,
ambassador. The brand ambassador. Lambo, Totem Pole Nation. And SSN, Sideline Sports Network, has integrated with autograph.io. And I'm still waiting for more information on Totem Pole Nation proceeding with autograph.io. But the one thing we know is that at Totem Pole Nation, we have a pattern. And our pattern is we're the low man on the totem pole. And the low man always wins. Why? Because we change lives, we help others, and we build champions. Paul, do you feel like that you are living that mission when you're on here on Totem Pole Nation?
Absolutely, and I'm glad that I'm doing it with the team instead of rolling solo. It always works better on a team.
We have a team, and we have a strong team, and we added people and let people come on the channel to make content. But if you're not Coach Bald, Matt Pat, Brandon Toms, Lambo, or a friend of the man from Seall, I think that we need to stick with this team. People have been coming on our channel. We've allowed them opportunities. And most of the people that we've allowed opportunities to have taken advantage of us and our platform. Lambo, do you agree with this? I'm talking about all those people that we let come on and do podcasts over the last couple years, and we basically put them on. And then once they figured it out, they went and did it their way. And I'm talking about all those people. I'm not going to bring up their names, but Mr. Big, the Circle Maniacs, these people and that people, those two boys who don't know anything about football that are supposedly recruiting gurus. Lambo, how do you feel?
Well, they weren't prepared. They came to Totem Pole because they thought that the numbers were big. They looked at numbers, but they didn't look at the process. So that once they thought they could just they thought they could just fame off. They thought they could fame off my success and our success because we grew. But we were the ones that making content. And then we had other people that we gave multiple chances to, but you posted 4 forms of content in 9 months. That does not work as well either. And then we had another old guy that was very smart at football and sports, knowing his knowledge, but he claimed that he was burnt out, was tired, and whatever reason. And then we have another guy,
Who was the old guy that was burnt out?
You know who he is. You said not to say names, Coach. You already know.
An old guy that knew football.
The guy that does our laundry on Friday nights.
Oh, you talking about Moji the OG?
You just said I name names.
Yeah, but he's my friend, man. He's my great friend from a long time, man. I understand. That's cool. It's all good. How do you feel, Paul, being a part of the team? And where do you see Totem Pole Nation heading?
I feel honored and lucky to be part of the team, and I think the sky's the limit. I mean, I honestly feel like because of fate, I think you're going to trip and fall into something big one day, and we're all going to be scratching our head, going, "Huh?"
Yes. You can't stop this pattern. People have tried. They've tried to sabotage us. They tried to drag our name through the mud. But you can't drag someone through the mud that is from the mud. We're the low man on the totem pole, man. It don't get no lower than us. And that's why.
What about our favorite guy?
Who? Coach Bald?
No. Our number one hater.
Oh.
From Barstool.
Oh. Dave Portnoy?
No.
Oh, Frank the Tank?
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank is a paid character. Frank the Tank is paid to act like he has a disability, to be somebody he's not. He doesn't. He's just overweight. I could look like Frank the Tank. I could weigh the same amount as Frank the Tank. My dad was 400 pounds and 5'7". I mean, he had a 60-inch waist and a 26-inch inseam. I mean, I could be just like Frank the Tank. Get Frank the Tank on Ozempic. And here's another thing. Our buddy made us a video, Willie, Bama Blitz, and Dave Portnoy bought him a house, and it's a tractor shed. Like, dude, you didn't buy that man a house. That ain't a house. It's not even a mobile home. It is a tractor shed that y'all have to build rooms inside of that junk. So, Barstool Sports, I'm sorry, man, but Willie, if we ever get on, I will promise you that we will get you a real home, not a tractor shed. All right, at least a modular home, a Sears and Roebuck house, an Amazon house that you can piece together. Lambo, what are you feeling? It's Friday.
Be consistent and have common sense. Common sense isn't common to everybody, but have common sense. I guess it's the last day of school for everybody, so make sure that they have a good summer. And then we get ready for the NBA finals in June, and then football season.
Woo! Paul, are you excited to be a part of Totem Pole Nation with football season coming up?
I sure am, but I've got to pause for a second and go back to basketball for a second. Tonight I need to talk to Lambo on Totem Pole Sports, and I need his first take on LeBron and Savannah showing up in Cleveland for that game. We have yet to talk about it. I want to have to say. I know it's going to take you a while. But
what time is Totem Pole Sports?
That should be topic.
What time is Totem Pole Sports, Lambo?
10 o'clock in the next hour and a half.
10 a.m.?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
Okay. 10 a.m.
You know, that's 10 a.m. What did you say?
10 a.m. with the next hour and a half.
Cole, thank you for subbing, brother.
Okay. That's good. That's great. Listen, the ultimate spider move, as I always say, he's a spider web guy.
I tell you who's the real Spider-Man guy is his agent.
Rich Paul.
That dude is amazing. He is amazing. Rich Paul didn't even go to college, and he's the #1 agent in all of pro sports because personally to me he's the pseudo commissioner of the league. He should be the commissioner. He's a lot smarter than Adam Silver.
Well, he's basically running the league.
I'm all for that.
Moves,
we need to have somebody like him running the league. I'm Troy Taylor. Yes, I am. I'm Troy Taylor.
I'm the great Samuel Gerard. Yes, I am.
I am that I am, and that's all that I am, to quote Popeye. St. Pete Rejuvenate, autograph.io. We love you. Y'all are the best. Totem Pole Nation, we're out of here.